So before I actually start on the topic of this video, I just wanted to say to one, Jason Lee, keep quiet. Just be quiet and don't speak on anything having to do with this situation with OG and Evelyn. Just don't. You have zero credibility. Aretha and Patty, Whitney, Mariah, Brandy, Monica, Beyonce, Carrie Hilson, Foxy, Kim, Nikki. Let's not make this Tinashe and Normani. The way that things look right now, it's going to end up happening. And it's not going to be anybody's fault but the fans and the media. Months back, I did a whole like series of videos pertaining to one Tinashe Kachingwe, okay? And how I felt like she wasn't getting the amount of attention that she should have been getting for the amount of work that she actually does in the industry, not just for herself, but for other artists as well. She writes, she produces. She's a creator all around. She sings and dances. But I just felt like, she wasn't getting exactly what she deserved because she wasn't catering to the market that would have catered to her, that would have gone out and bought her albums. Recently, Tinashe came with this video and she was talking about, she's back and she's better than ever.
What's up, everybody? Hey, it's me, T. Wow. Okay, so I know that I've been quiet for a minute. I know I've been in my cave. I've been working, but I've been so inspired lately, just feeling so free throughout the last year and a little bit more. I've been going through a lot of changes, and creatively, I just feel like I needed to go through what I went through in order to be the person that I am today and to get back to my roots. So fucking crazy. You pretty much put like your heart and soul and emotions into all these songs, and then you put them out there for the world to like judge and tear down and pick apart, and it's terrifying and it can really mess with your head. Fuck the system. Fuck anybody that tries to put you in a box and tries to limit you and tries to tell you that you can't be this and that you have to be this or that. On some real shit. Like, music and art are supposed to be these wonderful, beautiful things that bring people joy and happiness, and that's really why I, started making music in the first place, is to give people something that means something to them. So thank you for allowing me to do that. I love you. Bye.
She recently parted ways with her record label, and she is now back to being an independent artist. If you don't know, Tinashe was independent before she got picked up, I believe, by RCA. But the entire time, she really was not satisfied with the way that her career was going. And I don't blame her. And in the day of social media, honestly, I don't really see a lot of artists really doing anything with record labels unless, of course, they really want to maximize their budgets, because obviously as an independent artist, you have to do everything out of pocket. You have to have, you're more budgeted in what you can do. Of course, when you are with a label, you end up owing them a lot of money for the things that they do for you. So the money that you make, a lot of it is going back to them. And that's the thing about it, so a lot of people choose to be independent because they're a lot more free. They literally can put out any type of music they want to put out. They can go wherever they want artistically. And they can fill their team in with who they want to be on their team. It's not like they have to take, recommendations and orders from a record label who controls their career and their image and all that stuff. They control every aspect of their careers. And they themselves will be the reason why they succeed or fail. In the case of Tinashe, she really couldn't help it that much that her career was failing, because her label really wasn't doing her justice. They really weren't promoting her as the artist that she actually is, which is a multidimensional, multifaceted artist. She cannot be categorized, and that's the thing about her that I like the most. But they were always trying to promote her as this party girl that's this mainstream R&B type artist, that's not who she is. And it'll never be who she is. She is that, but she's also that and that and that and the other as well. But back to the whole thing with the feuding. So she posted this video. She posted to her Twitter and her Instagram. And on Twitter, somebody came on there and they're like, oh, she's back, so y'all better not let her flop this time. Can't believe y'all had the audacity to hype up Normani and forget about this bitch. People started coming for this person, okay? All of Normani's fans flooded in because they be on Twitter and they be typing in Normani and searching to see what's going on with her, and they probably came across this post. And of course, there are some people out there who follow Tinashe who also follow Normani. I mean, come on, let's be completely clear. The artists, they're kind of similar but different. But Normani and Tinashe are both singers who dance really well. Both very good performers with amazing stage presence and personality. So of course, people who like Tinashe will also like Normani in a lot of ways. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with liking both artists. I love both artists. Anytime Tinashe puts something out, I listen to it. Anytime Normani puts something out, I listen to it. I'm not putting them against each other though. And this comment kind of put them against each other, and it kind of drew up a lot of warring between fans. So people who were more on Tinashe's side, they started fighting, for Tinashe. Saying, oh yeah, Tinashe has been doing this longer than Normani. Like, she's able to do more, and she's better at performing. She's a better singer. Like, she has better control when she sings and dances. She don't lip sync. First of all, Tinashe came from doing a lot of heavy backing tracks performances. Okay, let's be completely clear. She wasn't as strong as she is now at singing and dancing back then. When she first started, it wasn't that great. Normani is still working her way up, because she's still pretty brand new. Even though she's been doing it with Fifth Harmony for years, it was very limited because she was not singing whole songs by herself. She would come in, do her little verse, and then leave. Do her little part, and then leave. And then go and focus more on the dancing. Now she has to focus heavily on both. So it's another challenge for her. But she's doing it. She's doing pretty well. But yeah, there are times where she still relies heavily on backing track, because she's doing a lot of heavy dancing. Until she becomes, better adept at it, she's going to have to rely a little bit on the backing track. There's nothing wrong with that. We still know Homegirl can sing her ass off, so that doesn't even matter. What this is right here is trying to tear one woman down while building another one up. And that's one thing that I really just cannot get behind. I don't like stuff like that. You can like both artists without pitting them against each other. Or you can like one artist without tearing one down. You can lift Tinashe up and be like, yo, Tinashe, she's one of the best performers ever, and this and that and the other. Like, she can sing, she can dance, she's amazing. Y'all go support her. She's back. Don't let her flop. See, the way this comment should have been is, yo, she's back, so y'all better not let her flop this time. That's it. Don't let her flop this time. That's all you should have said. The fact that you brought especially another woman of color, they're already pitted against each other because everybody already thinks that, multiple women of color, multiple black women cannot coexist in the same industries together, when it's been proven time and time again that they can. But I don't know, y'all act so stupid. And it's been happening for years. Like I said in the beginning of this video, from as early as Aretha Franklin and Patti LaBelle. I mean, their feud had been going on for decades. We're talking decades long. Okay, then you had the little thing with Mariah and Whitney, but that died down very quickly. They both put that to rest. It wasn't really like, that serious. We got Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim. That never came back. They never really hashed out what they had going on. Brandy and Monica, they kind of go up and down. But in each case, it was usually the work of some trash-ass man, some trash-ass fans, or the trash-ass media that really caused those artists to have feuds. Because they would spin narratives, they would pit them against each other, they would, say, oh, this one's better than this one, and there would be fan wars. And, the artists would see those and be like, wow, is this really how this person thinks about me? Or they were going for interviews. Sometimes the interviewers would be messy as hell. They would ask them, oh, what do you think about this person? And if they said anything that was less than 100% positive, oh, that's the end for them. Oh, the fans of the other artists, they start blowing them up on social media. I mean, look at what happened to Normani. The one time she went, she was talking about Camila, and it was something that people misconstrued as something being so negative. They came for her, started bullying her. That's crazy, right? Well, that's what usually ends up happening because of trash ass, immature ass, ignorant ass fans in the media, or somebody that's close to them that's in their ear about something. Recently, we had the thing that happened with Cash Doll and Lil Kim. Somebody was in Cash Doll's ear talking about Kim was saying shit to her, and so then, Cash Doll started going in on Kim because she believed what this person was saying instead of going directly to the source and asking Kim, yo, what's going on? Like, do you have some type of beef with me or whatever? So that you could hash that out as adults. But a lot of time people they're just paying attention to whoever's in their ear. And there's a lot of time the people who are closest to us that hurt us the most because they ruin a lot of the stuff that's going on around us because they want, more clout and all this other stuff going on. We cannot allow this to happen anymore. Okay? I'm saying this. Tinashe fans, I understand. I understand because I'm also a fan of Tinashe, and it really frustrates me that there are other women out here who are more successful than Tinashe. For as long as she's been out and for as talented as she is, she should have more. But let's not sit up here and try to invalidate other artists that are really out here killing it and really out here who are really talented. Normani is very talented. So we cannot take that away from her. If people choose to support Normani, we can't do anything but just be like, okay, so let's go harder for Tinashe so she can get to where Normani is right now and have the same level of success. Okay, let's do that. Let's boost them both up. We need more women of color represented in mainstream media anyway. So why not support them both and push them both forward, push them both out there so we can have an abundance of Black women, of women of color in this industry so that young Black girls can look out in their music library and see a whole bunch of different women of color, different shades, different backgrounds. Tinashe she's biracial. Her father is from Zimbabwe. Her mother is European. That there is somebody out there, there's a young Black girl out there who has that lineage, who actually can look at Tinashe and say, oh my gosh, she's just like me. If she can do it, I can do it too. Young dark-skinned Black girls, they look up to Normani. They see Normani out there killing it. And then they want to be her. They look up to her. They see themselves being where she is right now. There's so many different types of women of color out there that all offer something different. They may be similar artists. They may do stuff that's a little similar, but each of them is an individual all in all. And it's important that we take them and support them as best we can. All of them. Because all of them are talented. Well, at least the ones that I follow. I don't know too much about the ones that I don't. I'm just saying. But to be honest, it's very frustrating when we have people out here, doing this and that and the other and trying to boost one while knocking one down. Like, why is that necessary? There's enough room for the both of them to thrive. There is. But that's all I really have to say about that. Now, Tinashe, she recently posted about her listening party. She's releasing a new project.
Cool girl.
She's releasing a new project as an independent artist. I'm happy for her. She was over in London, and that's where she had her listening party. I think it was yesterday. And she's, telling everybody, I can't wait to release this for you guys. The project is called Songs for You. People have been on the social media, like people who actually attended the party. They said, oh my God, I can't wait for the whole world to hear this because it's like some of her best work and all that. So hopefully they're right about what they're saying. I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be listening when it comes out. So definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this situation here. I mean, let me know what you guys think. This is a tale as old as time. Women have been pitted against each other, and honestly, I feel like it's for the benefit of the trash ass men that surround them. They just love to see women fight a lot of the time. I feel like that's the agenda. People love to see women fight. or they just like drama in general. But we're not going to allow this to happen, okay? Because not to be honest, Tinashe and Normani actually support each other. Okay, they support each other. I'll be seeing like some comments and stuff under each other's like videos and posts. So they do support each other. They know about each other. And hey, why not get the both of them together so they can collaborate instead of pitting them against each other? Let's bring them together. Do you know how crazy that would be? A Tinashe and Normani collaboration. Oh my God, I can just imagine the choreography. I can just imagine the the artistry, because both of them can do a lot with like both of them have been doing a lot lately with like the layering and stuff. So I know that they'd be able to come up with something amazing. And both of them are multi-dimensional artists. Normani has like she has a lot of interests in other types of music besides R&B. And Tinashe's always had that alternative R&B style, you know. So I feel like they could come up with something really, really good. So let's try to work on that. As fans of both, let's try to work on that instead of trying to pit them against each other, because that's not going to do anything but, you know, destroy our morale here. We have quite a few of up and coming Black women artists who are really killing the game right now, and we really need to make sure that they're up on top. The only way we can do that is by pushing multiple of them, like a lot of them out at once. Strength in numbers. Don't we want to see, like, you know, the 90s had an abundance of Black women artists, abundance of them, and they were all killing the game. Why can't we do that in 2019? But anyway, that's gonna be it. Again, I'd be ranting on here like crazy, but I mean, I have a lot of opinions about things, especially when it comes to music and when it comes to stuff like this. I just don't. I feel like it's wasted energy. It's wasted energy to sit up here and try to pit these girls against each other rather than boosting them up together so that everybody wins. Everyone's a winner. Okay? Everyone. Stop letting the media and everything else, push you into one side. You don't have to be one dimensional when it comes to the artists that you follow. You don't. But anyway, I'm gonna go now. So take care, you guys. Bye. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this whole.